So I wanted to come on here and do another Amber Geiger trial update. And this is going to be a short one, mainly because the day was a short one. Now, you all know that they said that they were going to do a Saturday, an additional day on a Saturday for a trial, which is rare in many cases, but they did one anyway. But it was a very short trial, and I mean very short, because Judge Tammy Kemp actually canceled the day of testimony in this trial. So it didn't go for very long. Like, it went way, it was the shortest day of any of the other trials any other trial days, I should say, that occurred. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this article, and I'm also going to throw something in there at the end from a video that the one LVZ did that I saw this morning. It says the judge presiding over the Amber Geiger murder trial suddenly canceled what was supposed to be a full day of testimony Saturday. Judge Tammy Kemp recessed the jury in both sides until 9:30 a.m. Monday morning. Testimony was originally planned for Saturday since jurors had been sequestered during the trial. Geiger faces 5 to 99 years in prison if found guilty for the murder of then 26-year-old Botham John, who she shot and killed in his apartment thinking it was her own. Before the dismissal around 11 a.m. September 28th, Kemp had just approved an expert witness who testified earlier outside the presence of the jury that Geiger experienced what's called inattentional blindness. Okay. So maybe this part is going to talk about what that one LVZ said, but if they don't go into detail, I'll explain what that is. It says, it's the tendency of the human brain to filter out visual images that are not relevant to the primary target. However, Kemp would not allow Miller to testify his belief that Geiger's actions were reasonable based on her state of mind the night of the shooting. She also denied a defense request for Texas Ranger David Armstrong to offer a similar testimony. Good for that coon in a uniform. Legal analysts said the recession may drastically shorten the case defense attorneys were planning to present. Oh, she's cutting all corners. You want to know what's so interesting too? The same people that are going against, the narrative and, for Amber Geiger's defense. I mean, the defense that's, there in place are some of the same people that endorsed Judge Tammy Kemp to get into office. I actually saw a poster where it said that the Dallas Police Department actually endorsed her when she ran for the position and what she has now as far as this judgeship goes. It's very telling that now she's the one that is putting them in their place. They are probably wishing they did not vote for her now or endorse her and vote for her, might I add. And now she's throwing it right back at them. They probably thought they were going to get somebody on their side. This judge has proven to be one of the best judges I've ever seen over any court proceeding in quite some time. Like, she's literally cutting corners and denying them at every corner. But basically, what I saw in the one of these video when it came to that inattentional blindness thing, which I've never heard of, is when it says when someone tends to they go quote unquote blind in the midst of being in fear of something, or they may panic and it causes them to black out to the point where they cannot see anything, quote unquote. But then when he was also on the stand telling that, he was saying how it usually happens with people in law enforcement. He should have quit while he was ahead, I should say. When I heard that in that video clip, I said, is this motherfucker serious? Like, really? If y'all don't believe me, what I'll do is I'll leave the link to his video and you can go and listen to exactly what this guy said. It made no sense whatsoever. None of the stuff that's coming out on her side makes any sense. None of it. This whole trial doesn't make sense. Just find a way to find this bitch guilty, lock her up for life so we can go on with ours. And it says, at this time, there still has been no word as to why that decision has been made. I can tell you why, because it was a bunch of bullshit. Judge Tammy Kemp knows bullshit when she hears and when she sees it. That's usually what happens when you're a no nonsense type of person. It just is. But I'm going to end the video on that note right there. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.